All right, movie draft time. Frank won 90s trivia, so Frank gets to go first. And we are going into the 90s. And we are drafting movies that were released in 1994. So, Frank, what is your first movie for your... we're trying to build the ultimate triple feature, is what we're trying to do. And once a movie's off the board, that's it. You don't get to pick it no more.
Well, there's a lot of good movies that I'll pass over because I'm pretty sure they'll get picked anyways. So I'm just going to, like...
No, you don't need to do that. You're building your ultimate triple feature, man.
Right. But
This is why people online constantly say that your picks suck.
They don't... No, they don't say that they suck.
Are we creating like a theme in general or just the best movies in our
Whatever
opinion?
you want, man. It's just whatever you want.
It's all rigged. Goat wins every week from his people that pick it. I'm going to go with The Crow.
Oh, damn. Deep pull. I bet you think I didn't have the movie poster for that.
Ah! No, I was pretty sure that you did, because I think all of us that were at that age loved that movie, and the new one sucked. I haven't seen it, but I heard it sucked.
Anna is saying Jurassic...
Like $7.
She's saying Jurassic Park was at 94. No, I think Jurassic Park was 93.
Yeah,
93.
Summer 93. With Last Action Hero.
And I still remember my buddy Scott Lundquist had Jurassic Park on Laserdisc. And it was like 6 discs long. So like every 20 minutes you had to get up and flip it over. Yeah.
That was one of the worst technologies.
It was awful.
Dumb idea.
But
Laser dicks.
It also reminds me, I had a friend who owned Pearl Harbor, the one with Ben Affleck and...
Oh my God.
Josh Hartnett and Kate Beckinsale.
Yes. For some odd reason, for that DVD package that he got of that movie... It had multiple discs, but rather than putting the movie on one disc and the special features on another, they split the movie between 2 DVDs.
Nice.
It
was
always blew my mind.
Movie, though.
All right, Ichabod, you are up next. What's your first pick for your 94 movie draft?
Well, in honor of the great James Earl Jones, may he rest in peace, I'm going to go with Lion King.
Oh,
yeah, something like that.
All right, well, we got The Crow and Lion King off the board, which means for my first overall pick, I got to go Pulp Fiction. And then for my second pick, which, by the way, I still remember my parents coming back from seeing Pulp Fiction, and they were just raving about it. And I wasn't allowed to see it, but we had the soundtrack on CD, and I would listen to that CD a lot. Apparently, I became familiar with Dick Dale.
When Pulp Fiction came out on pay-per-view back in those cable days, and you could watch the first 5 minutes for free, my mom's like, all right, well, we'll watch the first 5 minutes, and if it's okay, I'll buy it for you. And let's say I didn't get to watch the movie.
You didn't get past it. Any of you fucking pricks move, I'm going to execute every motherfucking last one of you. All right, I get to go again. Now, there's a big movie that I want to go with, but I got to go Clerks, man.
Nice.
Ooh.
Absolutely love that movie. I've loved the scene when she's talking about how many guys she's hooked up with. And sex is different than blowjobs. And he finds out she's blown like 100 dudes. And as she's leaving the door, hey, try not to suck any dick on your way to your car.
And the guy walks after her.
And then the guy then follows her.
Where are you going? Get back here.
Or not try not to suck any dick in the parking lot. Oh my God. All right, so those are my first 2. Icky, we're back to you. What is your second choice for your movie draft?
Clerks is a good pick, but I've had too many interactions with Kevin Smith to still like that movie.
Is he a dick?
For number yeah. Oh. For number 2, I'm going to go with a movie that definitely impacted my life in a big way in 1994, which was Dumb and Dumber.
Aha! I was wondering when we would get to a Jim Carrey movie. We were talking about this before we started streaming because like 94 was the year of Jim Carrey, for crying out loud. All right, back over to you, Frank. What are you going with, my man?
I'm going to go with probably... I mean, there's not a lot of Brad Pitt movies that I really like him in, but one that I really like him in was Legends of the Fall.
I don't
I
have
just
that
thought
one.
that was gotcha.
I, honest to God, in no way when I'm going through all of the movies of 1994 do I think Frank is going to pick Legends of the Fall. When you said Brad Pitt, I, honest to God, was already going to bring this up.
Yeah, I thought that's what. Yeah, I mean that's a good dude. But Legends of the Fall was great. Following the three brothers, to just going through World War One. Then the whole landscape of things. It was a great movie.
I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
You got to, dude. Anthony Hopkins, him. There's a few other actors. It's a great movie. It's a long movie, but it's a great movie.
All right, you get to go back to back here. So Legends of the Fall, not Interview with the Vampire. What's your third pick?
And it's going to be Little Giants.
Oh, yeah. Oh, such a good movie. Icebox, man. Icebox.
Yeah. I love that movie. And it was done by Warner Brothers or something, wasn't it? I always thought it was a Disney movie.
Nah, because you got
Warner
WB right down here.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, man. All right. Icky, what's your third and final movie from 1994?
So I might catch some shit for this one because there's still one massive one, quite possibly one of the biggest movies that ever came out there. But I'm going to skip that one and go for a Jim Cameron, one of my favorites, True Lies.
Hey-oh! Nice. We actually did a things you didn't know about True Lies a few episodes ago. It's a great movie.
It's such a fun movie and funny as well. I love that movie.
All right, so I got a feeling I know which one you're talking about in regards to the big one.
Well, that's one of them.
That's one. See, and this is where I'm torn, man. Like, let me get.
Forrest Gump is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but
let me go through
Stargate.
Some of the honorable mentions here. Of course, we got Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
94 was a good year.
Airheads.
Stargate. I don't know if you have Stargate on there.
Who would win in a wrestling match, Lemmy or God?
God.
Trick question. Lemmy is God.
Lemmy I love that Lemmy then shows up like 15 minutes later at the crowd.
One of my favorite scenes is when Chris Farley as the cop shows up to the Viper room to try to find the girlfriend who has the cassette tape. And then these guys are messing with him, and the one guy's got nipple rings. And he's like, what are you going to do? And he goes, improvise. And he yanks the nipple ring out.
Yeah.
Some other big movies from 1994. This wasn't really a big one, but it was a big one for a kid my age who was 14 at the time, Blue Chips.
Right.
This essentially got Anthony Hardaway drafted by the Orlando Magic.
All right.
Because Shaq worked with him on the movie, and he was like, you guys got to draft this kid. And it's changed the course of the NBA. What else do we have here? Oh, got to talk about anytime a Mighty Ducks movie comes out.
Yep. D2,
Mighty Ducks. Was this when they played Iceland?
The U.S. versus the world.
Yeah, it's when they played. Yeah.
It was like the Junior Olympics or something.
Yeah, okay. Here's a movie that Frank is confused by. Leon the Professional.
Which again, like I said, because see, look in that one, it just says The Professional.
I chose this. So
you son of a bitch.
we were talking earlier about it because Frank's like, when the hell was that ever called Leon? I only remember it ever as The Professional. And so I specifically chose the poster that has it just listed as The Professional.
I think when it first came out, it was The Professional. And then over the last 20 years or so, they've changed it to Leon the Professional, now just Leon.
Mandela Effect. Highly underrated movie from 1994 that I love, by the way. I love Maverick.
Yeah, that's a great one. I picked that one before, remember? When we did Mel Gibson.
Oh, that's right.
I took that one.
Wait, we didn't do Mel Gibson?
One? We did somebody, and I picked Maverick. Or maybe it was Westerns. I don't know. We've done so many.
I don't think we did this one.
Have you heard of the movie with Tommy Lee Jones and Jeff Bridges, Blown Away?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that movie?
I think I have.
If you want to see somebody with a horrible Irish accent, watch Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, that's why, because that sticks out. I knew there was something Irish in there.
Because he's an escaped Irish bomber who comes to Boston and starts blowing up like Boston.
Good movie, by the way. Blown Away is a good movie.
Boston bomb squad members, and he has an Irish accent, and it is the most atrocious Irish accent you've ever seen.
1994, Natural Born Killers. Of course, we covered this one in a previous live stream as well. We also have one that we were talking about, PCU. which, oddly enough, go watch this movie and you can see people getting butthurt about the simplest of things. It's been going on for 30 years, minimum, at this point. Here's a highly underrated movie, Renaissance Man.
No, I was going to bring that one up, too. That was when they were doing all those, where the white teacher would come in and help the
ethnic group.
Yeah, the ethnic kids, but they'd say, hey, let's do it with the military. So you get Mark Wahlberg as he probably actually was at that time. And I think, was it the dude from Different World? Was it Malcolm?
Oh no, Dwayne Wayne.
Dwayne, yeah, Dwayne.
Because he had the flip glasses.
Yep.
Good movie, by the way. Go check out Renaissance.
It was a decent chick. It was a decent chick flick.
Is this the other one you were talking about, Icky?
That's the one. Yep.
Nobody picked Shawshank Redemption. See, this is where I'm torn because I got Shawshank Redemption.
Bomb originally.
It's almost like too good to be included on the list.
Yeah, because then you also, because of the major movies from that year, there was Shawshank Redemption, you had Forrest Gump, and of course you had The Little Rascals.
The Little Rascals, of course.
My wife flippin' loves this movie, by the way. Anytime it's on, she is gonna watch it. Actually, of course, what I was talking about was Speed.
Speed
came out in '94.
Pop quiz, hot shot. Yep.
Don't Get Dead.
The Mask. Remember seeing that one in theater?
God, again, just Jim Carrey. Like,
that's when everybody fell in love with what's her face?
Cameron
Diaz.
Yeah. Oh, she was so beautiful in that movie.
She was smoking hot, and that. Yeah.
She was what?
And then you found out she was doing porn. She was smoking hot, just like.
No, you got to do the.
Smoking.
What
do you mean she was doing porn?
Like something came out later, like she had done like BDSM or whatever it is. Like she's like in like leather and has whips and would whip. Yeah, like you'll find that out there. Like she had done like some low grade. Like I don't think it was like heavy porn, but it was like stuff like she's whipping dudes. And like
Cameron Diaz bondage film tapes.
Told you. Yeah. Because that was the one thing.
Hold on, I gotta
was
clip that
at.
now too.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a whole drop board of just Frank's random. Told you. Yeah, man. She's No Angel, 1992.
Yeah, I remember like in 95 or something, like when it was discovered, like at Entertainment Tonight did a story on it, and like they showed just a picture of her in her leather gear and like blue. I think it made her more popular than anything.
Oh, she shows her boobies.
Yeah, there you go. Boobies.
All right. Okay, so my final pick is going to be Cameron Diaz.
Yeah. In Dirty Naughty Sex Poisoning.
Yeah. Also, one more 1994 movie. Of course, you've got
Street Fighter. Raw Julia's last film too.
Yeah. Oh, it was so bad. It was good though, man. There's one scene that confuses the hell out of me with this movie, by the way. So E Honda, they're like whipping his back. And he's like he says this thing where he's like he's able to meditate so he doesn't feel pain. So he's just nonchalantly taking all of these whips on his back. But then in the very next scene, he's all it hurts. And I'm like, bitch, why aren't you still doing it? Like, why'd you stop? It made no sense to me. But my third and final pick, of course, I got to go with Four Weddings and a Funeral. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
No, my name's Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I might not be a smart man,
but I know what love is. All right, so here are our triple features. Frank has The Crow, Legends of the Fall, and Little Giants. Icky has The Lion King, Dumb and Dumber, and True Lies. And I have Pulp Fiction, Clerks, and Forrest Gump. Oddly enough, Shawshank Redemption not chosen in 1994.